Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from me, your host Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda, Hero of Sight, Defender over the Fatherland, but often exciting and a long 1 vs 1 on a Bryansk follows between the West Guard here, single dog, fighting for the Oberkommando West, Germany, Deutschland, taking on the role here with the Feldherrn Halle Panzergrenadier versus in the East we got VonIvan, fighting for the Soviet Union, Socialism, and the 2nd Guards Mechanized Corps here we've got Fortifications, Luftwaffe, and Breakthrough Doctrine with Triple Infantry versus VonIvan's Defensive Tactics, Lend-Lease, and Counterattack Tactics with Infantry, Penal Troopers, and theoretically Guards bullets, also just faster Penal Trooper, training bullets as well. So we got a Specified Command start up here for VonIvan, doubling these versus a double Kubelwagen start for single dog. Single dog, I believe, by the way, is Korean. They're sending out there with double Kubelwagens here. Sturmpan is heading northwards towards the fuel point. That looks like the Kubelwagen be heading southwards. And it looks like VonIvan is also aiming for the northern fuel points. In this regard, his double engineer start will run into some slight predicaments here versus the Sturmpan here. So we see again, single dog is trying to stake a claim on both of them. Definitely an aggressive tactic then again versus a double engineer start. It can, have its effect because again the engineers, on their own can't really deal with the Sturmpaniers. Shit, Petrov, we weren't trained for this. Of course we weren't. We weren't trained for anything. We were just told we were engineers. Run! There you go, Sturmpan's pushing them back there with accurate assault rifle fire. We got Monges, we got Scout car following up there for VonIvan. He's clearly waiting for it to join up with the penal troopers there, so he can that way rush the Sturmpans, at which point they then get outgunned and pretty fast. Kuban continues southwards there, Kuban also going for the northern munitions, and he's following up with like Kednev. So in this regard, single dog here, going there for the double Kubelwagen start, which again is rather rare. Also knows, as a solo player, there's one very specific counter, and that is his opponent going for scout car of his own, which pretty much then hard counters the Kubelwagens. But if he then goes for a Kettenwerfer to support that, he can sort of, prepare himself. But the problem is, of course, still the Kettenwerfer needs to be near the Kubelwagen, so it's still risky there for single dog. Again, I can see what he's doing, and again, it's probably also just responded again. A lot of Soviet players go for penal troopers, also sneaking a scout car. I mean, if I play for Soviets, if I go for penal troopers, I will generally also go for a scout car, especially versus the Oberkommando West, simply because it can allow me to deal with their Kubelwagen, but also just quickly, get some local superiority where I need it. So there you go. Kubelwagen there, bang towards it. He's going to try and bait the scout car there into the Kednev. Will he be able to succeed here? It's going to be pretty close. In this case, not quite. In this case, the Kednev have not set up very well there. He wasn't able to protect the path very well. There we go. Shoots, misses. Kubelwagen down. Second Kubelwagen, he's going to try and bait it in, but the problem, of course, is VonIvan's not likely to stick around there for a second rocket. Hey, get back here, you Russian Schweinhunden. Stay here and die like you're supposed to. Full Grenadier there for single dog, follow up with a truck as well. That would be the Battle Group headquarters. Could be a mechanized regiment though, but well, actually could be both now that I think about it. Meanwhile though, VonIvan going aggressive, going to cut off the access to the south. Very good move there with the scout car there with penal troopers there. Aggressive tactics, cutting off, harassing, and just outmaneuvering his opponent there. Very good start there for VonIvan. Very good start and overall good handling. I wouldn't use it to just secure territory there. They'd just continue just decapping territory there with it, to be honest. That way, less chance of just, running straight into the enemy. Also, just, less waste of it. I mean, again, there's a lot of resources just staying about there. Now securing points, which is less efficient, I would say, there for VonIvan. There goes quickly popping out like a Kednev and Kubelwagen as well there. Charging a bit too forward to think there. The Kednev shoots, hits a tree. Otto, it was a tree. How do you hit a tree? Is it? There you go, Pilms moving forward, 74 on the Kuban opening up. Sturmpan's moving in there. Truck sending up here pretty close to the front line. That is pretty risky there for Dog. Pretty risky. Folks moving towards the northern victory point, the southern fuel point, and northern fuel point. Then lost to VonIvan. So basically in this case, what's going on is basically using a single squad to preoccupy most of single dog's force, allowing the rest of his infantry to secure the rest of the map. In this case, though, he loses a penal to a squad. So obviously, bit too much then in a sense, but had the penal was right, this has been pretty great because again he had. I mean, what like Kednev, I suppose, promised that can, recruit. You can't just, pick up the corpses, just stuff some new souls into them in that sense. So in that regard, it's a bit harder to replace that compared to the Kednev crew. But basically, again, by using a single unit to just draw attention there, he can sort of force a lot more attention on it because, again, it's very close. In that regard, it's sort of what you can call pressure points. The closer you can sort of hit to the opponent, the more disproportionate response you can usually force from an opponent, that way allowing your rest of your force to more easily secure the rest of the map. It's sort of the same thing I did versus VonIvan. in the match than can, you know, again, using the comms to just hit a lot of his pressure points here and there. That way, again, forcing VonIvan to disproportionately deal with the units there, allowing them to secure the rest of the map. That's basically what VonIvan is doing, his sort of pressure point tactics. And again, it's one of the things the Swords can be really good at, just pressure point tactics. But there you go, Kuban in a lot of trouble there, getting caught between the penal troops and the engineers. More penal troops on the way there for VonIvan, even there's a scout, there's a darn repairs there. Up north, there we go, penal troops pushing back the Fultz Grenadiers, corpses everywhere, including sticking through the boat. Was it really necessary to stick him through the boat? Yes, it was. Okay, I won't ask questions. Why won't you? He used to be an accountant. Oh, alright, yeah, best not ask any questions. Oh! Hoisted by his own petard! The sneaky trick you can do there, if your opponent satches one of your vehicles, you can usually try and just go after them and get them in death. Can't we just jump out? 9! We have to kill them, we have to take some visas. I wish we could jump out, but we are glued to the seats. Damn those Canadians. Anyways, people to turn him then uses of both sides are suffering quite heavy losses. In the opening minutes of the game, there's just wipes left and right. Again, some of them are quite surprising. When again, the Kuberwagen suddenly turns into Blywell torpedo. Battle Group Headquarters, the Frontline there for single dog, who's by the way gone for breakthrough. VonIvan has gone for Lend-Lease. So we got breakthrough versus Lend-Lease here. MD-34 setting up there. Scout car there ready to push forwards again and up north. Oh, back at base sector. We got a tank coming up for VonIvan. Could rush out a T-70. Could also go for a half there. An SU-6 in theory. In that regard, VonIvan does possess numerous options here versus a single dog and the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division. Quick overdrive there on the scout car, charging at the MD-34 there. And they're not expecting the Kenneff to be crewed and somewhere in the same vicinity. This time around, bypassing the trees, hitting like Kenneff, satchel charge on the MD-34. Gunner dies, but there's still one man on it. Troops are pressed there. Kenneff, scout car gets stuck between the trees. And ultimately the penalties are pushed back there. Those trees. We shall award some with the metal, and then we will shoot one of them for obstructing Wehrmacht firepower. What? Don't question me. I have this on authority from the Führer. That is how we're supposed to deal with those kind of trees. That way, the rest of the force will learn to work with us rather than against us. Are you serious? Yeah. Anyways, now the MG-34 there for single dog. In the south, Panzer facility with G-43 is advancing. Up here, people getting close to the Fultz Grenadiers. SVT-40s versus Count TKs. The SVT-40 will have the advantage due to simply a higher rate of fire there. More damage that way. We got T-70s on the way there for VonIvan. Ultimately, they do retreat though. Bit surprising. I guess in this case, VonIvan did not want to test his luck and just want to get the back for healing, which is certainly also a valid approach. Now the MG-34 there for single dog, who's quickly filling up with a lot of MG-34s that way, trying, you know, somewhat counter VonIvan's infantry-heavy approach. Certainly a sensible approach there, as long as it doesn't expect you to stop halt. Again, singularly, the MG-34 can work for that. And meanwhile, VonIvan, they're going for the Dischka. Again, one of the reasons why Lend-Lease is very popular. Get heavy machine guns, then call in tanks. You can also drop in fuel. And of course, for those very, very eccentric, you can also call in a half-track. Single dog hereby could benefit from a storm office, I think, a bit here. But I'll wait to see him pursuing here. Northwards there, single dog, I think, could stand to harass VonIvan a bit more. In the meanwhile, though, VonIvan is harassing in the south. Good work there. Good work there. MG-34 pulling up towards the northern munitions. Kednev nearby, but seems he's a bit unsure where to place it. Mines down there. Interesting setup there. Not entirely sure I'd recommend that. T-70 striking at the MG-34, tearing into it. Up close, he just needs to retreat. The longer he stays, there's a better chance here that VonIvan just wipes the machine gun and steals it. I mean, liberates it for the motherland. Remember, Dimitri, when we do it, it's liberating. When they do it, it's stealing. And the south point's being secured there. Discat supported there by the T-70 moving northwards, tactically a decent formation. MG-34 retreating, got a truck moving out there, looks like it's a schwer panzer quarters, will be to cover the Battle Group headquarters, will be to cover the southern resources. Certainly a few points there for Single Dog and the Feldherrnhalle. T-70 rolling back here, MG-34 being suppressed with the Dischka. A bad situation, there we go, quick retreat, back here, reinforcement. Interesting to note though, he has not actually gone for medics. I actually thought he would have. And a satchel charge there, blowing apart a cart of wood. a most dangerous situation. Oh, the 8 Panzers there trying to get off into tank rifle grenade. They succeed, but they also get wiped. Obviously, that was not very well worth it there for Single Dog, particularly because those were upgraded Panzer facilities. So that was a huge loss there for Single Dog and the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division MG44 versus Dischka. Fuel drop there for VonIvan. Folks was there sitting back to flank in with their Sturmgewehrs. Fun fact, there were Volksgrenadier Division 2 that actually fought around Budapest, but you generally don't hear much about those. Generally, you don't hear much about Volksgrenadiers on the Eastern Front at all. Despite they're somewhat prevalent. Again, they don't quite full numbers, but I know several numerous actually fought there. Breakthrough tactics here, good move, trying to cut off his opponent's action in the north there. Very nice move, except he also needs this point. Still, breakthrough tactics is a good ability, I think, overlooked. And again, really great for just harassment, of course, counter pressure point tactics. In that regard, that's also something the Oberkommando can do in return. In particular with breakthrough, they're really good at pressure point tactics themselves. And just harassment in general. My apologies. Bit hot and humid. Third center flak then engaging the Schwerpanzer quarters front. The third center flak was commonly mounted on, I think, larger trucks here, otherwise it would be the 2 cm flak or flak feeling on smaller trucks. In fact, most anti-aircraft, sort of self-propelled guns, that is, were generally mounted on trucks. Then half tanks and very rarely tanks. I mean, tanks were generally the minority. Again, vast majority were trucks. Also cars, at least sort of the early stages of war. They actually had smaller cars. Not Kuppelwagen small, slightly bigger than the Kuppelwagen, but actually those kind of cars there, mounted with 2 cm flak cannons on them. Fun fact. VonIvan here setting up for the long haul here with the fuel cache. Very good move there. A lot of players tend to neglect the fuel cache, but in this regard, setting up for a fuel cache there, I think is a sharp move there by VonIvan. They'll definitely benefit him in the longer term, especially because his opponent can't get them himself. There you go. Panzer Fusilier squad there rushed away. Quick retreat there as the T-70 engages. And you go, also attacking here the battle group headquarters off several satchel charges there. Very nice move here, punishing Single Dog for leaving his battle group headquarters completely unattended in a forward position. In this case, he hasn't actually upgraded, so it's less of a massive loss there for Single Dog. Which rather begs the question to the extent why he had it there besides just reinforcement. And if it might not just as well serve back in his base, to be honest. Of course, they're close to being wound up with the T-70 penal troopers, MG for the whole doing what they can there. Student Pioneer moving up, but Kednev also pulling up there as well. And there you go, nice flank from the Panzer. They're getting behind the heavy machine gun team, that will be able to cut it off. As all of this is going on, people does seem slightly forgotten. Grenade off on the heavy machine gun crew there. Student Pioneers being pummeled with heavy fire. Kednev creeping up there. T-70 doing what he can here. Some heavy intent fire. There you go, another satchel charge on the battle group headquarters and blows it apart there. Utterly devastated. Sundering Single Dog's medical infrastructure. And gets the T-70 in return. Now that's pretty good there for Single Dog. They'll give him a lot more freedom of maneuvering the battlefield now without the T-70 sort of intercept and cause a mess there. Got Peons with their flanking up behind Single Dog's force here. The MG-34 crew there being caught in a slightly awkward position. There you go, sent scurrying away. Back here, take a further for VonIvan. Going to go for some T-34s from the 6s, most likely. A good idea there. And we got the MG-34 wipe. Going to rush straight forward and steal it right under Single Dog's nose. Risky there. Could lose the penalty was there. But looks like in this case he does get away with the MG-34. And that's going to be then a problem for Single Dog and the Feldherrnhalle. And oh! Mine went off, wiping VonIvan's penal troopers. Bit of a loss there. VonIvan they'll be able to go for the T-34 from 6, thusly getting an arm advantage over Single Dog. On the other hand, we'll be able to counter that with a Panzer IV Model J. So he's going for another truck first. Poor timing for that. Poor timing. That's going to give only VonIvan's tank more time to frolic on the battlefields. With only again a single Kednev to counter it. He's going there for salvaging a bit. Not bad, but you know, not going to quite offset that. Quick medical supplies there being dropped down. Back here, reinforcement going on. Another Kednev effort. He cancelled it, perhaps realising that might actually have been a silly deal, quickly replacing the battle group headquarters when he's so close to be able to get a tank. But there you go, T-3476 start there for VonIvan. Engineers pulling through the south, up north, engineers bringing ahead there. A machine gun, penals with a broad approach of frontier. Can again secure a lot of territory, but to a sort of more specific counter-attack and can run some issues. And this VonIvan is very quick now to pull out the more surrounding elements, so try and that way envelop the counter-attack force. Mine goes off here, in that regard, Single Dog has done a bit of mining there versus opponent. Good work. Gute Arbeit, Leute. Second Panzer is there. No Sturmoffizier there. So many players neglect the Sturmoffizier, which I always feel is a bit of a shame. Always feel that's a bit of a shame. But there you go, shots fired here. T-34 there taking damage from the Kernref and the Schwer Panzer Quarters. Almost got the Kernref there, go wipes it, but loses the T-34 in the process. That was definitely not worth. That was a bit silly. They should have just disengaged there. Not entirely sure what caused VonIvan to just keep at it there. Perhaps he figured he would destroy the Kernref before it happened. There was a small chance there, but in terms of odds, though, it's not really good odds. And of course, the question could have just, flanked or disengaged and done some damage elsewhere. Which I think the answer to that is yes. Meanwhile, though, Single Dog getting very close to the Panther 4. That's then going to give VonIvan some problems. He's going to nick those munitions. Well, not munitions, but medical supplies. Look at this, Petrov. They have... what is this? Aspirin? What does this do? Salvage the Scout car there. Could also salvage the Kugelwagen for a bit of extra fuel. And there you go, Panzer on the way. So VonIvan there doesn't salvage, he just orders in more fuel. Almost got the Panzers there, we got an incendiary grenade off against the heavy machine gun there. Oh dear, looks like the aircraft actually got shot down. Bad luck there for VonIvan. Panzer 4 slowly approaching there for Single Dog and the Feldherrnhalle Panzergrenadier Division. Never really got upgraded to a Panzer Division. It got, for Panzer Corps with 2 Panzergrenadier divisions in it, but never really Panzer Division status. That's a fun fact though. It's still a elite unit with its own Panther Battalion, I do believe. If I remember correctly, anyways, from at least the organisational chart from Budapest. Pilgrims, Volksgrenadiers and Panzerfusiliere. More continued harassment against the southern field pump. Very good work there by VonIvan. You can consider mines, maybe a demo charge. MD4 coming up here. Not entirely sure why though. And we got the Panzer 4 advancing supported by Panzerfusiliere. We got the SU-5 there for VonIvan. Tank destroyer here. Probably expecting any piece of armour there. And lastly, figures that the SU-5 tank destroyer is going to be the best choice. It could, I think, also go on for the M40 Sherman here. The M40 Sherman should have a decent chance over the Panzer 4, but in this case, VonIvan decides the tank destroyer is what he truly needs, what he desires the most. So there you go, SU-5 tank destroyer out for VonIvan. In the south there, point almost secured. Centre victory point secured there by Single Dog and the Feldherrnhalle. And up here, Panzer was being suppressed with the heavy machine gun, the Dishka. And there you go, Panzer 4 strikes. And eliminates Alexander with a well-placed high explosive shell. Causing complete collapse there off VonIvan's southern flank. Crumbling in like a wet paper bag in a snowstorm. Which does make sense. But it sounds slightly impressive. Another fuel drop there for VonIvan. Raving German anti-aircraft fire. Successfully delivering... Oh, so close and then gets shot down. Bad luck there for VonIvan. Bad luck. But they're pinned down by the heavy machine gun there. SU-5 supporting, and he might even be using the heavy machine gun as spake to drop the tank into the SU-5. Oh, that'd be pretty clever there by VonIvan. That'd be pretty clever if that was the intent. If not, well, it worked out nicely enough though. Another hit there from the SU-5, penetrating the Panzer IV's armour easily. The SU-5 equipped with the 85mm gun, hence the SU-5 in the name. The Russians tend to name their sort of most of the things depending on what kind of gun they were carrying. To an extent, there will of course be exceptions to the rule. The 85mm gun, but it's actually a Soviet anti-aircraft gun they used for the purpose. The T-35, was in fact, also using the same gun. That's a fun fact as well. And South Indian going for the Panzer Fusilier there, supported by the MD-34. Equipped with penal troopers, by the way. Really difficult machine gun to deal with there for his opponent. I'm imagining he's going to go for the Sherman next here. So that way try and engage Single Dog's forces. Panzer IV to the scene. It needs to just retreat here again. He's going to try and set up though. He's going to try and set up here. Panzer they are taking a lot of damage here from the penal trooper machine guns, since those are still penal troopers. Thing to keep in mind when you crew a machine gun, basically whatever infantry you use for will of course be the sort of one fighting back there. So, I mean, again, crew with penal troopers, you'll get penal troopers manning the machine gun, meaning besides the machine gun itself, you'll have penal troopers that are doing a lot of damage. So, that's a little thing to keep in mind. Of course, they become more expensive as you recruit with as well, but again, you'll get more effect. You could, in theory, recruit with shock troopers you wanted, which would make it really, really difficult for infantry to deal with, but of course, it would also be, you know, at the same time more expensive. And for example, VonIvan Wehrmacht player goes for Ostrom. He likes to use Ostrom to recruit, not because, you know, it becomes better, because in fact it'll be easy to kill in some ways, but because it's a lot cheaper to reinforce, also a lot faster, which has its advantages. And there you go, you can call in the M4C Sherman, Emcher as it was known. This version with the 76mm gun, there will receive 4,000 Shermans, 2,000 with the 75mm gun, and 2,000 with the 76mm gun. Of course, many things to receive from Lend-Lease. They also received aircraft, but they didn't make much of use. Most of the sort of big sort of Lend-Lease they make use of was just resources. Food, for example, and aluminum for the engines of the T-34s. Really expensive engines. In fact, so expensive that the Germans decided that was actually too expensive for them. So that rather undercuts the whole idea about the T-34s being cheap. If they go for something that is too expensive for even the Germans, they're not cheap. There's a little fun side note there. But falls to the punch, they're moving ahead here. But yeah, the T-34 did have aluminum engines for those that didn't now. Again, it made it fast because, again, the engine was overall lighter. But again, it also made the tank a lot bloody more expensive. Still much push back. Got the Panzer engaging here. Falls going to use Panzer is suppressed here. But there you go. They do successfully push back the heavy machine gun there with a few incendiary grenades. And for C Sherman, they're getting the 50 caliber pin bump machine gun there added to it. Panzer takes a hit from the H-5. Almost got the full Skundies wiped. Straight into the Panzer IV there. Orbs on there, engaging with LMG-34. Doing a lot of nasty damage there to the penal troops out in the open. And there goes Infantry Sherman charge straight to the Kevin efforts unawares they were there. Gets one of them though, that's pretty good. They but still has to disengage since you can't really, you know, suffer much more on an engagement. In the South MD4 covering up here. I don't know, seems a bit superfluous. Well, the Schwer Panzer quarters more or less covering largely the same area. He could probably do better just taking territory with the MD-34. Another T-70 for VonIvan. Curious choice. There you go. He cancels it. Goes for the T-34-76. You could also try to set up for another M4C Sherman. That could also work out, I think, there for VonIvan. He should also, I think, go for some infantry. He's down to just 2 infantry squads, which is only sort of the minimum I do not recommend. The good minimum is 3 infantry squads. Comparatively, again, Single Dog's got full Skundies, 2 Panzer Fusiliers, and an Obersoldaten squad, plus of course with Sturm Pioneers. And that regard, Single Dog right now has a definite advantage, and he's got a lot more infantry. Of course, VonIvan has the armor edge, so that of course is also an advantage that is worth keeping note of. But of course, it's a lot hard to just, you know, get a bunch more tanks, especially as the Ober Commander West. Whereas again, it's the infantry of both sides. It's reasonably easy to just have some damage. You could even just go for conscripts, that way support his penal troops with a bit of merging there. Anyways, another head-on engagement between the two sides. Not entirely sure if VonIvan commits to this, knowing that there's 2 Raketenwerfers, which will very quickly melt through his armor. So that feels like a bit of a peculiar tactical decision there by VonIvan. You know, he could have tried, you know, launching a feint here from the front, then flanking about with his 2 tanks through here and that way, so try and catch him for Single Dog off guard. But instead, he commits to a full frontal assault here again, largely knowing what Single Dog's got there. And unsurprising, the results are rather bloody there for VonIvan. Lost the machine gun. Penal's about to get wiped out as well. Staggering casualties there for VonIvan. H5 main gun out, and there go knocked out as well. So right here, VonIvan taking an absolute thrashing here from Single Dog. Almost losing his M4C Sherman as well there. Tanks ablaze. Infantry slaughtered. Victory for Germany. Though at the same time, Single Dog can't really keep up this pursuit. I mean, Raketenwerfer's damage, Panzer's good poor condition. Panzer IV's not looking too good. In this case, quickly flank up behind the MD-34 here. Good work there by Single Dog. I mean, also good work for VonIvan harassing in the south, though I think he should have sent one of the engineer squads used up here instead, then kept those primitives up here to support as well, or just, you know, flank through. Another fuel drop there for VonIvan. He's not getting up there versus Single Dog. And this time he succeeds, partly because the aircraft's light phase. In fact, you can see he's sort of been trying to adjust, I think, where he sort of drops it. In this case, realizing he drops it all the way up in the corner here. The aircraft will basically be sufficiently far away from the Schwerpanzer quarters to actually be able to safely drop it down. There's actually some pretty clever sort of testing out there by VonIvan. Pretty clever. In the long term, of course, Matt just wanted to destroy the Schwerpanzer quarters. Oberstleutnant versus Penal Troopers there. Hardened Feldherrnhalle Infantry with LMGs and geballte Ladungs. The bomb grenade bar, where they initially sort of conceived as an improvised anti-tank grenade, but of course also turned out pretty good at clearing out other things. Another M4C Sherman out there for VonIvan. Very low in infantry, in fact very low on most things except tanks. Single Dog on the other hand could go for another Panther 4. He could also, you know, go for a Panther, and I think, you know, the opponent increasingly going for a lot of M4C Shermans, a Panther would be the better choice there for Single Dog and the Feldherrnhalle. Of course, there was the M4C Sherman. Shots fired. Slightly missing there. Second Sherman through there. T-34 further north. So we see sort of just reaching through the north there. Back to try and make a sweep then through here and get behind Single Dog to an extent there. You could even try attacking his bases. That would be a bit risky in some ways, but could have a bit of a devastating psychological effect on Single Dog if executed properly. Another option would be to, once he's made the attack here, shift all of his armoured force away from here, swing down south, and then hit the Schwerpanzer Corps to quickly destroy that. Expecting his opponent to move like counters north there, which of course is what Single Dog is doing. We'll have to see what he ultimately does. But really, VonIvan needs more infantry now. That is really his one major deficiency. He needs more of that vitamin I for infantry. Attacking straight northwards here. Again, a Panther getting his opponent has Raketenwerfers roaming about there. Panther moves a hit there. Looking pretty bad there for the Sherman. Knocked out, kaput. Quite a loss that VonIvan had an armor there, and he quickly squandered away there. He should have gone for a deeper attack here again, sort of swing through here instead of attacking that way on again, avoiding more likely the Raketenwerfers. At least that's more infantry. Now VonIvan's fact, it's got one penal troop squad, one engineer squad, one machine gun, and two tanks versus opponent with a lot more anti-tank weapons, infantry. Support weapons not quite as much, of course, also just having a tank. So, looking pretty grim here for VonIvan. He's quickly calling a heavy machine to try and make up for it. And we also got the Panzer IV's being right up by the now Vetri 2 Sherman. And there you go, annihilates the remaining survivor, turning him to a non-survivor. In fact, a corpse, as they're also known as. So quickly rolling back that T-34, grabbing the centre victory point there. Storm Pioneers, are they laying down mines? Otherwise he could lay down some mines to make it hard for VonIvan to harass and grab that point back once more. He could definitely do that. Grabbing the centre victory point. Fixing up the Sherman. A machine gun heading south first to harass there. And Single Dog going for the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. Pride of the Vaterland. And only marginally more expensive than the Panzer IV. Compared to the Tigers, the King Tigers, which cost an awful lot more than a Panzer IV. That's a fun side note there. Also, as a fun side note as well, a fun fact, Initially, once the Panther sort of became production, the Führer wanted to shift all production towards Panther 4s right away, but they couldn't actually afford that because that meant they had no tanks in the meanwhile as they shifted all the production there, so they sort of had to convince you, yes, do it partially again, start Panther production, and then just slowly shift more and more towards Panthers. A little fun fact there. I mean, the location is civilian, this was just made all Panthers, and they couldn't have. If they tried to do that, they'd basically be without tanks at all for a large period, and the German army would have been lost because of that. There you go, Panther moving ahead there with its high velocity gun, its 80mm of sloped armour, and its nicely sloped mantle there as well. So that rather had to be slightly rectified to avoid shots bouncing into the tank itself. Forces charging into the Pimos with the M4C Sherman engineers as well, harming the Volkskongress quite grievously. As the Panther slowly approaches C, unsupported, veers off though from charging too far ahead there, good move. Sensible move there by Single Dog, MG34, they're getting blasted by the T-34 from the 6. M4C Sherman moving ahead there, Panther moving in. Need to be careful though. But again, against their range here, the Panther will have the definite edge of these two tanks because again at range, the chance of penetrating the frontal armour is pretty low compared to the Panther, which is pretty much guaranteed to always. There you go, single hit, but still not much there. Again, vast majority of the hits there. Again, I think 4 or 6 shots fired, 1 penetrated. That's pretty good there. That's pretty good for the Panther. Sherman going up, this T-34 pulls back. Panther could try and, or Panther 4 could try and flank behind and do some damage. There we go. Panther moving up. He's going to try and hit the next tank rather grenade off on the T-34 from 6. Panther getting close to the Sherman though. That's a bit more risky here for him. He can increase the chances of the Sherman to penetrate the Panther's armour. Got the T-34. There we go. Panther knocks out the Sherman. VonIvan suffering another grievous armour defeat here. Now with his opponent having a lot more tanks and a lot more infantry than VonIvan. This is pretty bad for VonIvan. This is pretty bad for him. Though he still has most of the map though, and that's pretty good for VonIvan. He still has most of the map. If we could just mine it up then, get out some more infantry, he could probably still have a good chance here versus Single Dog. But still, he's holding on tenaciously here versus his opponent with otherwise, you know, overwhelming numbers and a lot more tanks now. A lot more tanks. More engineers up for now to help repair stuff. Not bad here. And there you go. Pims going straight into the Panther 4. Quick to attack. And there you go. Satchel charge off. Bad news to the Panther 4. Particularly the driver who got stuck right close to it. Are you alright, Fritz? What? Are you alright? I can't hear you. So set off a satchel charge. Booby trap down south. Good, good. The Germans were quite keen on booby trapping wherever they could. Panther sneaking about there. You should add a machine gunner to the Panther, a better chance of doing some damage. In this case, it's rather risky sending a Panther in there with no support. I mean, he could risk mines, satchel charges, a lot of nasty things here. So, again, you only always want some infantry to support your tanks, always. Just in case things go slightly wrong, then the infantry can usually buy a bit of time. But also, occasionally, you know, set off the things for the Panther instead. And there you go, both trees in this case have been dealt with. To further state an example to the forest here, if it disobeys Germany. Another H-5 there for VonIvan. Quick grenade there on the machine gun crew does a bit, but ultimately not enough impact. Panther 4 body, half effective, if you even get to effective, that'd be great there for Single Dog. Again, high mobility, higher rate of fire really makes the Panther 4 great. Plus, of course, it can then hit Vetsi 4, Vetsi 5, which really makes the Panther 4 an absolute god. Amateur there pushed back, but I can't enough folks go fire both there. Highly veteran units, having served well for the fatherland and survived. That's very important there. And there you go, tank assault number 2 for VonIvan. Tank just seems to be driving about. They're enjoying the swamp. Seems a bit wasteful there, to be honest. Quick run hunt gone out of there against the Strafniki. Does a bit of damage there before both units fall back. very rapidly. In the south, Orb's on creeping up there. Could lay down more booby traps if he does so. Storm Officer, I think, will still be a good choice there for single dog. He'd also try and go for the Yak Panzer Port's armor. Now he's getting up ready for something here. Going to try and rush the HQ5 by the looks of it. Bit risky there. If he's going to rush it, he should rush it fast now instead of just thinking about in front of the HQ5 at medium range. And there you go. There you go, nice blitzing, but really, right as he did that, he should realise there's a tank there instead of just pull back. Instead, he's now committing to explosion in the rear. Tactical error there of the greater kind by single dog. Throws away a Panther and feeds the Sherman Veteran to 3. That is really bad there for single dog. That is catastrophically bad. A Veteran T3 M4C Sherman is a monster. It has such a high rate of fire, might as well have an autoloader. And just that way decimate enemy infantry and armor. It just has such a high rate of fire. Basically has more or less the same rate of fire as a Veteran T3 Stug. And that thing has a turret and better accuracy. That's pretty risky. The HQ5 creeping ahead. They're going to go for the Panther 4. Veteran 3 minutes to get out of there. He's blitzing, but the problem is he's still turning, and the blitz doesn't make the turning go faster. Holy moly, he got lucky. The HQ5 barely connected with the Panther 4. On the other hand, VonIvan's armor is in a pretty dire state, having seen much better days. And again, he's certainly bought himself some more room there versus single dog again. Single dog certainly made a mistake though. Panther again had infantry spearheaded. He could have seen there was a tank there, and he wouldn't probably charge in that Panther. Again, sending infantry first is always a good idea. And I can't know if they're for VonIvan. He'll probably enjoy that one. Single dog going for another. In fact, seems like he's lost a few there. Seems like not all have been recovered. Or maybe some just get completely destroyed. We got a light infantry gun here for single dog. Artillery right here. Not entirely sure if the sort of current circumstances really warrant a light infantry gun. If you're not better off just, I don't know, infantry like getting there for more armor. Well, it might be he's aiming for another Panther. He could also, in theory, aim for the Yak Tiger on a map like this and the old situation. I wouldn't recommend a Yak Tiger. His fuel cast by VonIvan still standing. Very good there, very good. At this stage, I think it's been a pretty good investment for VonIvan. He's probably giving a lot of fuel. And at least a 30 to 60 fuel, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a lot of that many investment there. Quick grenade there. In this case, losing up to the Veteran 4 Panzer Fusilier, closing on Veteran 5. Demo charge on the victory point there, good move, and troops heading south of there. They really think you should just try and launch an assault here, destroy the spare Panther Corpsman. Right now, single dog has it on guard. Again, he's putting so much focus in the south north there. If VonIvan was to launch rapid assault with all of his tanks and tankers and likes there, he could quickly destroy it there, removing a vital element there to single dog there, but instead he's going to try and go for the force. In this case, he does look to try and check the flank behind it, ensure his opponent can't easily escape it, but also just try and catch it off guard. So, not bad there. No, can't seem to hit there. Can't seem to hit. Not quite working out there. Needs to just get the Sherman out of there before it's too late now. And alternating. Because again, there's no real infantry support for VonIvan, he actually has no way of supporting it then. And there you go, Panther 4 Veteran before. Gets the increased range, which is reasonably good for it. Oh, Sherman there, almost wiping out the Panzer Fusilier. 25 kills for the motherland. Hero of the Soviet Union, and soon a burning wreck if he doesn't get on the time. But again, once more, the trees prove to be the foil of Germany. And Yuri there got quite ducked. Panther fast in the HQ5 tank, so he needs to get out of there somewhere. We also got another Sherman out there for VonIvan. Still think he's missing out an opportunity to destroy it. There you go. Booby trap went off, doing quite a bit of harm there, but ultimately not too much killing. And single dog going for a second Panther. Panther 4 there, very close to Veteran 5. That'd be pretty good for him. Increased range, or sight range specifically, but also just better accuracy on the move. At that point again, that's a real ace of a Panzer 4. And Panzer 4 aces did exist, but generally, you know, they don't tend to get talked about a lot. Kind of like the Stug aces. Again, it's all Tiger aces, maybe the occasional Bachmann, but you know, unless it's a Tiger ace, again, most people tend not to talk a lot about them. Despite there being, you know, quite experienced crews with a lot of other armor as well. There you go, Panzer IV lands an excellent hit then, like heading out the flank past there. He's almost got this Schwerpanzer quarters, and Single Dog needs to repair it soon. He really needs to repair that. And again, VonIvan missed out a great opportunity to destroy the Schwerpanzer quarters there. Definite mistake there, could have prevented the Panther from rhyming. And now he's going to face off against an almost virtually 5 Panzer IV with 43 kills and of course a second Panther. And he's still got one for VonIvan. That's really also one of the great deficiencies in VonIvan's force composition. There's the lack of infantry. But still, he's holding on pretty damn determined. He's really doing a lot of damage to this, you know, Single Dog. I mean, he's really just there. But at the same time, he is sort of hobbling himself by not having infantry. Single Dog, they're upgrading the Panther with a machine gun. A Maschinengewehr. Got the hero of the Soviet Union there. Lieutenant Vladimir striking. The Kenneth hits there, but he's doing a lot of damage with the machine gun crew before they're being pushed back. Also got the Panther moving up there. Almost Panther 4 still also supporting. Quick shot there, you could try and flank through here, get behind the armoured force if he's had to deal with everything. At the moment, Single Dog doesn't have a lot of reconnaissance. In fact, he looks like he's going to try and use the head-on approach there, which is less efficient. Again, you should try and ascertain the positioning of VonIvan's forces, and then you should launch an armoured flank behind it. In particular with the Panther 4, that would be the best use of it. Again, high rate of fire, actually all that. If you sort of catch the opponent off guard, he could do a lot of damage that way. Safely, instead, he's charging head-on. Less efficient there, less efficient. I mean, you can still try and salvage if he pulls the Panther or the Panther down here, moves through here, up through the centre, and gets behind it, catch off at least one of the Shermans, destroy it, maybe trying to blitz past here, catch this other Sherman, and the issue find a bad position. Instead, he's engaging from the front still. Don't do it. Don't do it. Pull back the Panther IV and the Panther, fix them up, and then learn to flank with your tanks. About to lose another Ken over there to VonIvan. And there you go, VonIvan charging 14. He's a bit more distance with the Panther. There you go, he's an ace, he's an ace. And there you go, that's VonIvan's ace. His hero of the Soviet Union has been combusted. Taken down by the hero of Germany. Lieutenant Ludwig von Bernhard aus Baden-Baden. No. Ah, you're sending in tanks. There's still the tank destroyer, you clown. Ah, you throw away that ace Panzer IV for Sherman. That was not worth it. That was definitely not worth it. That was a huge mistake there. That was a terrible trade. In the history of deals, that was a terrible deal there. Terrible trade for Single Dog. An ace Panzer IV for a Sherman that wasn't even Veterans One. That was terrible. That was just a huge mistake there by Single Dog. It's just hard to just quite explain how big of a loss that was to him. Again, a Panzer IV Vet 5 is absolutely amazing. So to throw that one away, they really cost him. Really cost him. And could give VonIvan another chance of actually getting back into the game. That was really grievously bad there. Grievously bad. This Panther is good to go again. VonIvan making, looks like a larger push into the south. Might finally try and destroy the Schwerpanzer quarters. Cut off Single Dog's armor flow. Demo charge there. Wipes out his Panzer facility escorts. Right now, Single Dog is certainly heading quite a bit there. As VonIvan delivers quite some punishing blows there. Rightfully exposing Single Dog's weaknesses and striking him for them. Panther rushing straight southwards. Again, no infantry support. Straight into the Veteran 285. Now, in fact, Veteran 3, which is really bad news. High rate of fire there on the tank destroyer. And Sato charging the Panther. Ah, Single Dog Do you not learn? Plus also moving down there. Got the shell moving in to clear that out. He's still really short on infantry, and that's definitely not benefiting from either single dog. Well, he's not got a lot of him to death. He's also been suffering quite grievously, so in that sense, that's getting much closer to equal now. Thanks to, again, some good play there from VonIvan, but also some big mistakes to have a single dog. In particular, again, that Panzer IV, that was a really big misplay. Another satchel charge on the Panzer IV. Good lord, he gets the Sherman, though. But there's eventually 3 H5 tank destroyer nearby. Shoots it, tries to hit it there through the tree lines. Elbows on dealing up with the infantry, pushing the way. H5 keeps blasting away, but can he hit it? Fox coming up there with the Panzer first, scaring away VonIvan's tank destroyer. Did get the Schwerpanzer quarters though, and he almost got the Panther, but the Panther is still operable. It is still serving Germany.
Enemy forces are capturing our supplies.
Another heavy machine gun team out there for VonIvan to quickly just fill out the ranks, the gaps.
Sector has been cut off.
He really needs to something out those victory points. In that regard, he's never been able to hold the center victory point even for a bit of longer time there. But at least he finally got that one. He got in that soon. He could also have gotten this point. Maybe you know, turn things around a bit faster versus single dog. Again, bit of a missed opportunity here. Sturmpioneer for single dog to replace the ones he lost. Also a truck there. Probably going to be a mechanized regiment. Could also be another Schwerpanzer quarters there though for single dog. Could be. We shall find out. He's also built a battle group headquarters up there with the medics and all that later on. McKenna going for the center victory point. Leichtes Infantry shots. Reasonably sure they caused a lot of damage. In fact, right here again, they're almost rather close to how many they've killed. So in that regard, both players have been going at each other, and of course both players next to have made some mistakes. Certainly neither player's giving the other one much leniency. There shall be no clemency on the Eastern Front. MD34 there, Veteran D3 just tearing into the rations, approaching Veteran D4. Got the center victory point though. Lost the Kedner after they almost lost the engineers. Looks like VonIvan is aiming for another Sherman, creeping up on the center victory point. While securing the southern fuel point. I mean, VonIvan is just for aggressive tactics, you know, just constantly keeping single dog more on the defensive and just sort of dictating where the fighting is happening. Again, you benefit from VonIvan if you just flank a bit harder at times versus single dog, but still it's allowing him to despite, you know, several times having a smaller force with less infantry, just to hold more map there versus opponent. In that regard, you know, VonIvan is displaying a good aggressive drive there. And again, just continued pressure point tactics. So again, the lack of infantry is making it harder for him to sort of execute it well. So there you go, another Sherman for VonIvan. How many is he at now? It's like his 4th or 5th. Or is it even his 6th? There's his 6th, and that's actually 2 platoons worth of Shermans. Note that the standard serve platoon after Operation Barbarossa was just 3 tanks. Fun fact. And they could try and hit the H5. Needs to be careful again. That H5, that ace, that hero of the Soviet Union. He's actually killed one from the tanks. So done some damage there. Panther quickly down to half health here. And there you go, mechanized regiment up for single dog. I'm seeing the crew there, showing right in front of the Kedner there first. There you go, one hit, couldn't get Panther faster, and then be stuck here. VonIvan really pushing his armor to the most, and again, lack of infantry support. The lack of infantry support is really just leaning VonIvan in so bad position. There you go, we got the Panther moving in there, highly risky move by single dog again. Both players there, very aggressive, very ruthless, reckless even. H5 going after the Panther though, going in. Right in front like Kedner there first, taking a lot of fire there. Oh, he's going to lose it. Oh. And it goes down. Panther though also goes down, but it's only abandoned. Both players just really risking everything versus the other one. And now VonIvan they seems to be paying the price as again the lack of infantry does hurt him, whereas again it gives Dog just a bit much work. There you go, he's recruited the Panther with the Obersoldaten. But the problem is, can he get away? They got Piums moving in there. And an anti-tank weapon. It's VonIvan sending in everything to destroy the Panther. Veteran formed you've had for the rate to hold up the Russian troops. There you go, quickly suppressing them. Engineers suppressed as well. Again, pulling down. Infantry rushing forwards. He's got no way of propelling them any faster. MD4, again moving up. MD4, they're getting Veteran 5. Again, gets the Panther. leaving it a burning hulk.
One of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
78 points left there for VonIvan versus Single Dogs 252. Wreckage and corpses strewn across the battlefield. The very swamps themselves choked with blood and corpses. T-54 there, soon done for VonIvan. Will Single Dog now go for King Tiger? Will he go for the Jagd Tiger? King Tiger, I think, would be the safer choice there. Königstiger could certainly put the fear of Germany into VonIvan. Salvaging the Sherman there. He's still some time off though from a King Tiger. He should also try and harass more in the north. In that regard, Single Dog has been very much in the defensive mood. Again, he hasn't tried to counter harass VonIvan much. And that's very much been to VonIvan's advantage. That has very much been to his advantage. Mounting down the southern fuel point, good work. I don't think there's anything left he can sort of really salvage there. Oh, wait, there's the Station 5. There we go, we got the Sherman moving in. Disrupting it. Oh, mines down, we need to get off the mines. And Steel Pun is down to half health, so that's 69 points left there for VonIvan. 68. Again, of a crew being carted straight into the mine. And Single Dog finally moving northwards again there. A lone machine gun crew sent on a heroic quest for the fatherland to secure the victory point. Only you can do this, Group 9. What about the other 8 Gruppen? They're all dead. They tried to. I'm sure you can do it. Another T-54 there for VonIvan. 60 points left. I think Single Dog is very much playing iron for the King Tiger or the Jagd Tiger. Again, King Tiger would be the more sensible choice, but I suppose he could be feeling really bold and daring and just go for the Jagd Tiger. $51, $49. And now he needs to grab that point back as well. He's quick going to beat out victory points now. 43, 40.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Now the T-54 there for VonIvan, and he's throwing in everything. Everything. Center victory point boob trap. Good work there by Single Dog. A lot of players neglect the boob trap. And there go triple or double Kenneth on the T-34 76. Almost got it. Barely gets away. 26 points left for VonIvan. 26 points left. Let's see if T-54 needs to get away there. Gets him out of there. Or get him out of there now. Just one man left. And wiped. He lost his veteran 5 MD-34 crew. You don't see those very often. You don't. So it's actually to see when then he lost his certainly shame and alongside that veteran 5 Panzer IV. Those are less rare. But they're still pretty impressive to see. As that certainly then feels like a real ace crew, longer range, high rate of fire, good speed, accuracy, everything. Dervish in a tank. $11 points left there for VonIvan. Rush in the centre. Booby trap goes off, wipes half the Kenrick of the crew and reveals the entire units of the Obersoldaten. T-54 there. Gonna go down, hit a Kedner for Panzerfausts. Almost got another demo charge on the northern victory point. 6 points left there for VonIvan. 6 points left. 5 points. T-54 rolls ahead. Can't take the point though. Other units will have to do that, but he's leaving the north point exposed now, though it's going to be hard for Single Dog to rush, but still got the T-54. He can't even render the point neutral though. He can't. He doesn't have the timing with this. This is very much GG. Game over. A loss there for VonIvan. A victory for Single Dog. And a brutal clash of carnage here on Bryansk Forest. Aggressive attack there for VonIvan. A few bad calls here and there. And not enough flanking. And a few particular bad sort of standoffs there versus Single Dog, which rather benefited Single Dog. Could also have done with a lot more mines and demo charge that I think would have pulled through there, and also more infantry. That was definitely one of VonIvan's bigger deficiencies. Single dog could have just, you know, made less bad trades. Again, stop throwing away your best tanks like that. I mean, had he just used infantry better, but at least he had more infantry than VonIvan. I think that was one of the prime things, just allowed single dog to pull through. He could also have more effort in the north, but there you go. So I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you different matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell friends, share it with everyone. This is Imperial Links, cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow for another sounding episode. Bye.